I know that we all get really tired of having a sticky note here and a sticky note there. But I truly believe that this resource that I have for you is going to change everything. It's going to change your planning process and save you countless hours. This digital lesson planner and student tracker for 25-26 has everything you need to have an amazing school year. And if you stick around, I really think you'll see what I'm talking about by the end of this clip. When you first open the planner, when you first get your planner, you'll see the date that it is, the day that you purchase, it will be in yellow, it will be highlighted. So this automatically highlights whatever day it is. So if you bought this on the 4th of July, boom, 4th of July will be highlighted. I think that's an amazing tool that we have here, and I'm really excited that we're going to get to use it in this resource here. Also, we have space for notes, so you can type whatever you need for that month. And that also keeps us from having those sticky notes all over the place. I told you this year is going to be our best year. We're going to turn that C type teacher with A type ambitions into the teacher that you want to be. And I think this resource is going to do it. Next thing, and something I'm really proud of, is the planner itself. So if you look at the planner, and I have these tabs down here below, but if you look at the planner page, I've already kind of etched out what the basic lesson plan would be. And this is totally yours. You can manipulate that if you want. But just to get you started, maybe this is your first year, maybe you just want to plan more efficiently. You have your standard space, the materials that you need, the vocabulary, the objective, misconceptions. Teachers kind of skip over that, or they kind of know it, but if you write it down, once you have this lesson here, it's here forever. And when you come back next year, you can remember, like, hey, my kids struggle with that. Yeah, it's a misconception. So you have it already written down. It takes away a lot of that guessing that we have that first week of school. I have a warm up space, the I do space. Now, my CFUs, I build them into my lesson. You should too. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't, here's a space for it. You just should be also testing your students after you teach them something. Like, did you hear me? I know we repeat ourselves a lot as teachers, but anyway, I have the we do space, the you do space, and I have the Excel spreadsheet. Something I really like about my exit ticket and the Google Sheets here when you purchase this resource, I really like the fact that we can now link these things that we need. So, like, I'm watching a video on the first day of school. I know, oh my God. Yeah, we're watching a video on the first day of school, but I have the links here already, right? It's in my lesson plan. We're reading something, so I have that document here as well. So when it's time for me to print, I could just go to those things. Something else I really love is the data tracker that I'll be using this year. You have it now too. Each class period, I have 8. They'll all have different learning objectives, but what percentage did they get on that tested standard? Who are my high flyers? What students do I need to watch? Who are my tier 3 students that I need to pull? And then what is my plan for reteach? Like, I have that all planned in. Obviously, I don't have any data yet, but it's there for me when I need it. And maybe you buy this and you don't use it till all the way down here, but you still have it, and that's okay. I have my SPED tracker. We all have students with accommodations. Just keeping track of what accommodations I'm getting for who and when, I think, and how that kid is using the accommodation, and if they really are benefiting from it or not. I think that's important to have. And a little cute thing I did here is if they score like a certain score on the assignment, it'll turn red, green, or yellow, and that's important too. Just because, okay, hey, you need to call home, or hey, like, okay, this kid is doing good, maybe we go back into that IEP meeting and we talk about, maybe this kid doesn't need these certain accommodations anymore. Maybe they're growing. And it's always good to be informed and be able to speak when you get invited into those IEP meetings. ELL students, same thing. And that's pretty much it for this source. It's a really good resource to have. Um, Maybe you're seasoned and you're just tired of starting over every year because your plans are here and there and everywhere, and you just want to find a home for your lesson plans. Or maybe it's your first year and you want to start off on the right foot because next year you won't need to do as much work. And not to mention, when you get that evaluation, you'll have trackers that say, hey, no, I'm definitely doing that for my students. This is definitely a resource that is going to help you reach all of those targets this year. You're going to get the year at a glance. You're going to get the lesson planner. You're going to get it vertically, and you're going to get it horizontally. And don't forget that year at a glance, it gives you your entire year on one page, so you can really see and map it out. Also, if you're feeling down the dumps, you can always count, hey, only 2 more weeks left. Don't forget that lesson planner is going to have all of those things. It also has a little checklist so you can remember. You have your data tracker, your sped tracker, and your ELL tracker. So I think it's important just to have all of those things in one place. And I think we're missing that. That's the great piece. It's all in one place.